Welcome to DriveSims. My name is Blake and I'm going to coach you through our Hot Lap Challenge for this month, where we're going to tackle the Fuji Speedway full course. Let's get ourselves locked in for an immersive racing experience around one of my all-time favorite courses. As we race into the fall season and temperatures start to level off, we find ourselves going across continents to the island of Japan, running Fuji Speedway and GT3 class cars. This track stretches out every part of the machine, from its long front straightaway giving passing opportunities to cars with great top speed, to high commitment corners where you must trust the downforce, and technical turns that need you to manage the mechanical grip of the car. The challenge will be running for the entire month of September, and we're offering over $250 worth of prizes for our podium places, so don't miss your chance to set a time on your account in order to be eligible to win. If you haven't raced Fuji Speedway before, you're in for a world-class mountainside course that sits right at the base of Mount Fuji. You can see it towering over the final corner, and while the track has come to be defined by a standout history of Japanese motorsports, endurance racing, and F1 at various points, this track oddly came into existence because of NASCAR, of all things. While that plan for Japanese NASCAR didn't quite come to fruition, the track began hosting exciting races in 1966 that would make it a staple of racing across the years, from Japanese Grand Touring in the 1960s, to the World Sports Car Championship and its Group C era, all the way up to the present with the World Endurance Championship. Along with being one of my favorite places to sim race personally, the track has a reputation for being a great place to experience motorsports and one of the most decorated racing circuits in the land of the rising sun. Fuji Speedway will be one of two World Endurance Championship, or WEC, races held in September, hosting the 6 Hours of Fuji event on September 15th. We've been highlighting the WEC throughout our Hot Lap challenges this year, and for this month, we'll be returning to the GT3 class of cars, with a few new additions. So let's step into the garage and see what we're working with for the next Hot Lap. We've added a few more GT3 machines to the roster, including revised versions of the Nissan GTR, McLaren 720S, and BMW M4 GT3 cars, alongside new additions like the Cadillac CTS, Alfa Romeo 8C, and Ferrari 296 GT3s. All of them feel marvelous to drive, and as a result I had a difficult time choosing a car, but I'll be utilizing the updated Porsche 911 GT3R for this month's Hot Lap. I'm expecting a lot of parity across the range of cars for this challenge, so there's a good chance that if you're looking for my lap on the leaderboards, I may change cars once or twice, but I'm excited to see what the fastest cars will be once everyone gets a hold of them. What they all seem to prefer is a driving style that allows you to carry your momentum throughout the turn, though how you accomplish this with your technique is going to vary from car to car. With all that said and done, let's take a look at the track map and break down the flow of a lap around Fuji Speedway. Coming down the long front straightaway, you'll be looking to your left for the distance marker boards as you prepare to slow down for the Daiichi corner. I like to get on the brakes right at the 150 meter board, going all the way down to first gear and bringing the car all the way over to clip the apex. A late apex where the car is a bit more parallel to the inside curb on exit is what you want, but your speed should stay high enough that the car is naturally pulled to the outside once you open the throttle. Turns 3 to 6 are very tightly packed together and will be the next complex you focus your attention on. As you run down past turn 2 into the Coca-Cola corner at turn 3, you'll position yourself to the right side of the circuit, with your eyes scanning for the marker boards on the right to slow for a fast left-hander. You'll brake quickly and gear down between the 150 meter boards and get the car rotated before clipping the inside curb momentarily. Carry your speed out and let the momentum bring the car all the way out to the right and start the extra long 100R by keeping a tight line. My goal is to double apex 100R, which means I'm effectively breaking it into two corners that each have their own apex points, even though I'm not unwinding the steering at any point in the middle. You'll pick up speed and go up to 4th gear before releasing the throttle mid-corner. As the car loses speed, you'll see the nose of the car pivot inwards towards the second apex, where you can begin to get back on the accelerator. This makes it easier to set up on the right-hand side for the upcoming hairpin. You won't have much time to spot the 50 meter board here, but brake before this point and try your best to get the car to the inside of the corner. Carry your speed all the way out to the outside as you'll have a long run to the Dunlop corner, and the exit of the turn has an increasing radius. This means the exit will open up and become wider, allowing you to carry significantly more speed on the way out than you did on the way in. Heading down to Dunlop corner at turn 10, you'll have a moment to breathe as you go up through the gears. Your braking point is going to be the Dunlop advertising board overhead. So get hard on the brakes here, and as you go down to first gear, go ahead and release the brake pedal to allow the car more grip to turn in for the tight hairpin chicane through 11 and 12. There will be a quick run to turn 13, and you're putting your eyes on the start of the green AstroTurf on track left. Just before the car passes this point, you want to slow down with a little bit of brakes and guide the car over the crest at the apex. The grip will change as you get to the exit of the corner, so let the car naturally track out and don't force it. Just ease on the gas on the run up to 14. These form a combined corner that effectively tightens up on itself, and at the end of the curbing on the left of turn 14, you should be slowing the car down for turn 15. Again, not too much brake, and make sure to trail off in order to allow the car the chance to turn. But be careful not to get into a slide, as some of the cars like to get the rear end out here. The final turn at Panasonic Corner is very tough to judge, but ultimately the goal is to maximize your run onto the long straightaway. You'll exit from 15 on the right-hand side and cross back over to mid-track. The best way I can describe the braking point is a dark spot on the pavement that appears on the rubbered end line. Now I usually try to slow the car down there and stay close to the apex while managing my speed. If you can clip that apex, open up your steering, and let the car run out to the exit, you should have a great run to the finish to close out your lap. Keep an eye on the pedal overlay. The cyan trace is the accelerator pedal, and the red trace is the brakes. Whenever the bar turns a solid color, that means the pedal is at 100% pressure. You can also use this overlay on your dash display while you're driving in-store. The goal for your lap is to carry your speed as mentioned earlier, and there will often be a darker color to the rubbered end line, which is the ideal place to position your car. If you're ever unsure of where you should be on a given section, keep your eyes out for that darker section and be mindful that the last sector is a lap time killer here. You can be great through the first two, but if you mess up the final corners, you'll be giving away tenths or even seconds on your lap time. The technical nature of the track also tends to mean that when you can achieve more rotation for each corner, the lap time gains are huge. Make sure to experiment with all of the cars in the category, because even though I expect the times to be close, the way each one behaves may suit your individual driving style better or worse. I expect the top times to be in the low 1:37 for Fuji Speedway, though I might be in for a shock when our faster drivers come in. I was able to manage a respectable 1:39.9. I'll be coming in fairly often to improve on that time and get everything I can out of it. I hope you do the same because we now have to discuss the prizes for our top 3 on the leaderboard. Our third place winner will receive a $25 voucher for their next visit to DriveSims. Second place will receive a $75 voucher, and our first place winner will have a $150 voucher for a whole group of their friends to come in or to stock up on sim racing time. Remember that if you want some additional help reaching the top, we also offer one-on-one coaching sessions where our instructors, including myself, can give you specific, personalized advice to lower your lap times and real-time feedback on your progress. Ask our staff to set up an appointment for your next coaching session. And if you want to support your favorite sim racing shop, we have our DriveSims t-shirts, caps, and premium driving gloves available for in-store purchase. You see I run the DriveSims gloves in every video we've made since I picked up a pair, and that won't be changing anytime soon, so check them out the next time you stop by. Thank you guys so much for watching this month's DriveSims Hot Lap Challenge Guide. It's my pleasure as always to share a little bit of what I know, so make sure to share this video with your friends, and thanks for choosing DriveSims. We'll see you all out on the track.